Hey guys, Catwoman here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Serena. Alright, let's get to playing.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Hello guys, we are finally here on Serena and let's get exploring. Alright, so let's look at this picture.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple,
sorry,
so this
I
one
did
is
that.
quite important.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. Curious, sensual thrill. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. We just don't know anymore.
Oh, poor buddy, what happened?
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, let's go this way.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
Oh,
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
yeah, that I agree.
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not.
Wow.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking.
It was I'm gonna read this. So, Austin and Elena came to New York with a dream of, like building their own family winery. Since then, their award-winning varietos have delivered impeccable sophistication in whatever that word is. Bouquet and color. I think it's flavors. Bouquet and color. Okay, anyways. Their handcrafted dedication has been garnering praise for more than 30 years. To tell Serena, Planet North, a mini of colored red wine with blackberry, cranberry, spice. Don't know that word.
I
Sour.
still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
Yeah.
Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate. Yet I don't feel hungry.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Yeah.
This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come.
Oh, nope. I want to go up. I want to explore more. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna read this poem to you guys before I press anything. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Nymus of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here is our mount, a snow white maze. Come, Olsen, to my gardens fair. In the land of youth, ply your art. Ours shall be the cycle of days, our sun and sky in rainbow ways. There you go.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folk tale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
I don't like Irish.
Some Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies.
Sorry.
Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Alright. Let's go here next. Oh.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet. See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
And no trap door under there, just more creaky floor. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and pack. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her... There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
Let's go this side first. Okay, so window first.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us.
Alright, let's look here.
Pretty shambolic, isn't it? The organization of its contents isn't much better. It'd be a shame to say we're fashionistas. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. Hers. I used it too, when shaving. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
I don't know. I think you did, maybe?
There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Okay.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though. Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Okay. So, let's go here.
Comme une évidence. Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already. It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this. I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad. These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
Maybe.
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one.
Well, so I think that's a crack in the window. Waiting for asylum. Oh.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Wow. What a letter. Okay.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name. She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere, nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
True, you do need a clock.
Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale. The sun is streaming through the window. No reason to turn this on. She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
That looks interesting. You can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing. I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins? I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods.
Let's go this way. Nope. This way. Oh.
For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. 2 days, 3 days tops, and bam, a brand new light bulb would burn out. She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here. I feel too restless to sleep right now. I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose.
Why would it be a curse there, buddy?
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. but I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. I have no need for the words in there. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world. I don't feel like being admonished by a deity right now. We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin, like my books. No, I don't want to read right now, especially not a Bible. Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
Alright, let's go back that way. I'll go to the window first.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
Sorry about that.
I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena. This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. Once we dragged these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding. One of a matching pair, obviously. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
Wow. That's very cool. Very, very cool.
Lonely Hearts Club Band. Pig and Pepper, Alice in Wonderland. All these associations, links, plays on words. My head is full of them, and it never stops.
Is it my imagination, or are you using even more these days? Yes, I could sure use some pepper today. God, I'm so bored.
All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, or simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? She had a point. I am on medication for blood pressure, after all. I'm determined to make a change when she comes back. Yes, no more indulgences. Do things right. It's just a pepper shaker, really. This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out. Our dining table, quite modest, but it ain't broke. We'll fix it. Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending.
Hey, Nan. Wow, this poem just changed. I'm gonna read it out. Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Here dwelled once mortal and god, ocean of flesh, Nymphes of the faith, till reason's light brought disarray, broke through imagination's shell. Are all my earthly loves beyond recall? Cried ocean. Lost, lost as I am in thrall. Oh.
Time works differently in the other world. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. I can think of worse ways. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life.
Yeah, let me fix my mouse. Okay.
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow. We found this trunk at a flea market. Big enough for a lifetime of memento. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Alright, let's go to the window before we go over there.
When did we let this window get so gunked up? There didn't seem to be much reason to keep it clean. Just overgrown bushes outside, brambles and thistles. We should clean the cabin. As a surprise, perhaps. No, better wait until she gets back. Why? I might just as well stay here.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us.
Wow.
I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. Once.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love? Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. But I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages.
Alright, let's go over left again.
We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. Were there times I could have complimented the way she dressed, told her how beautiful she was to me, instead of assuming she already knew? I've never bought her any clothes, have I? I just always assumed that since she'd never mentioned it, she might be a light dresser too.
How does this look? Hello? You, the one with the book? Remember me? I'm the one from the registry office.
This dresser contains most of her things. There's mostly beauty products and personal items in it. She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. She just did it. I've been so immature about these. Even resorted to the old pill under the tongue trick more than a few times. She deserved better.
Please take it. It's not just that I worry about you. I don't want to bury my pig-headed husband.
I'm only supposed to take these before meals.
I already did that. My mouse is messing up. Hang on. Hang on. There you go. Better.
Proust wrote all his life about the associative power of tastes and smells. He spent his last years in retreat from the world, though, writing in a cork-lined bedroom. I should leave the keys here until she comes back, because I know she will.
Where are you going?
I said I'd be back, and here I am. I did come back. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one.
And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed.
Alright. Let's go over here.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking. It never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared?
Oh. What
That
happened?
incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now! Sunlight. Birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside. There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. Wasted mind. It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening.
Why must I always be the one to fill the damn pitcher?
No. I can still see even if the light is going. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? When did the place get so out of hand? I hate dust, and so did she, but there's a whole freaking cake of it. I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. If I kicked the nightstand, the dust would billow up and swallow me like a desert storm. I couldn't care less about the damn thing now. Maybe I should have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special. Always always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? Why torture myself trying to remember? How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage? It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand. It's just a book. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? I'm too upset to even think straight. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Sit down. We need to talk.
I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of these pathetic souvenirs from... Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited.
Oh, be careful there, sir.
She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Oh. Okay, so here's another poem, I think. Changeable man is solid wrecked. Who was it made the first overtures? Named love unending as time endures. Even as we rolled across my father's realm, the mystic sea burnished thy poet's helm. Note this, scribe it in thy final sketch. Spell thy love without fault to the Fae, or end thy life with feet of mortal clay.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Dé Danann. Why torture myself trying to remember?
That's what happened with this, okay.
It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. don't see anything else of value.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense, and the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give.
Now I remember. It was me all the time. I lost her, and it's all my fault. I should just destroy this useless junk, but not even the venom inside me gives me strength. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Okay, let's go over here.
All of I couldn't care less about this. Why torture myself trying to remember? It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. I'm too upset to even think straight. Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me. I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life. She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think? This ugly old thing makes me feel sick. How was I supposed to react when she used this, anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. I hate her so much. All of this, these... I'm not turning it on. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake, or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. All those words, those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Here's your stupid omelet.
My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William, never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I hate her so much. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled, that wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I couldn't care less about this day. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. Why torture myself trying to remember? Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
What you doing, bro?
No, that poem did not change.
All of this,
No.
these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
What you doing, bro?
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
We don't have any more light bulbs. I'm sick of this thing anyway. We're chipping away at what little money we have because of a piece of junk.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so... All of this... these... pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Hey, bro. Yeah.
My God. What is this? It can't... It isn't. How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. I remember stumbling on this more than once, but she always insisted it be kept here. She did it on purpose. This rug, I could wrap the body in it. No, I can't. I can't even think about this. It's grotesque.
Hey, bro. What you doing, bro?
Oh. With a twist of wind, Ocean fell hard on his homeland ground, watched his mount flee, locked up and found a silent banshee. Crown of silver hair, how come I here? How came I here? Stranger is all on time's rocking beer. Thou art old, but recall to me a band I knew it youth. Now make way, man's husk. I go by my past in a crimson dusk.
That's 2K is just the same amount as as far as I know.
With a twist of wind, Oisin fell hard on his homeland ground. You and me both, my warrior poet. You and me both. I read somewhere, I forget where, only one way a fairy romance can end. There's only one way anything can end, really.
I sit here on the train. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time as...
It might as well be a coffin. Everything within it is just dead. I should bury my sorry self in it. Dead, worm-eaten wood. There's no point. No point at all. I must have taken her ring off when... Why is it in this chest? Was it guilt? Disgust? Denial? My face. What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment? It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along. Until I took her life. I am a demon. A destroyer. Impure.
Oh.
The many times we sat here, so many, to think there would ever be a last time. The dinners, the laughs. I can't bear looking at it any longer. If only I had died of high blood pressure, at least she would be... Random associations. I remember after our fight just staring at this salt shaker for what seemed like hours. I'm getting hysterical. Seeing this, I can't help thinking of pepper spray. It doesn't even make any sense. Pepper, the black condiment. I have to focus on something, just not this. Serena was the salt of the earth. She was my pillar, my guardian angel. What have I done? I need to stop staring at this idiotic thing. Why did she have to be like that? Why did she always toy with my feelings? What have I done to you, my Serena? I can't think about this. I feel faint. Have to breathe normally. In sickness and in health. Until death do us part. The sun is a silent death for some. Dehydration, delirium. If I smashed the window, I could just slit my wrists with the shards. Bashing my head through might cut a carotid artery, even quicker than the wrists. Isn't time supposed to heal all wounds? I've really gone insane this time, haven't I? I could swear time is standing still. How long must I suffer? Dust. Only dust. Will I see another dawn after this long night? I'd do anything to forget, to be able to focus on something. Just read again. Anything other than... Dear God, would death be guaranteed? I'm too much of a coward to try killing myself with this. Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream. In that sleep of death, what dreams may come. I can't bring myself to close my eyes. I know I'll see her. What have I done? Red, like blood. Yellow, like dead eyes. I can't bear looking at this. All the neglect within. I didn't look enough at her. And now, it's too late. Her purple dress, like it was torn out of the night sky. And I tore her life from her. When was the last time she brushed her hair? Did I brush her hair? They say hair is just dead cells anyway. The more hair you have, the more strands of dead cells sprouting from your scalp, streaming behind you in your wake. Shattering it would get me some sharp shards, but now, I'm so drained. It's all futile anyway. If only I could see her hold this again. But now, this is real. No dream was ever like this. I can't touch it. It was hers. What did I do to my love? What's happening to me? Is this real or some kind of drug-fueled nightmare? Wish I could overdose myself with this. Nah, an easy way out is never the best one. My head is pounding. Is it the pills? It smells sour and musty, like decay. Evidence. Shit. Evidence. I can't run from this. I didn't deserve her. Whatever happens to me, I will deserve it.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? And then you talk.
She's not coming back. She never left. I've been running from a lot, but I can't run away from this. I must be in shock. It still hasn't sunk in emotionally what I must have done. What else would explain it?
Poor guy. Losing his wife because he killed her. That sucks.
We've had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We've got this moving it now. The bulldozer in minutes.
All those memories. I'm so sorry, Serena. I loved you. I should electrocute myself with that lamp.
No.
I don't need to see that horror any better. I used to have some sleeping pills here. They're gone. Oh, I'd give anything for a bottle of scotch. So many things wrong. Different. Is there someone out there? Or am I hearing things? I'm not taking any chances by turning this on. My own dark world. Barely alive. Is this my eternal punishment? I wonder if this plant is poisonous. With my luck, it would just give me a headache. Atropa belladonna. You were a better fate for me. Is this purgatory? Job, was it? Why did I not die at birth? For now I would have lain down and been quiet. I would have slept. I would have been at rest. To hell with this book. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. The more I look at this, the more it feels like an electric chair. I won't see her sitting on this chair ever again. Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police? That night? The night we had that fight? This is where she told me. What a damn fool I was.
Don't walk away from me. Don't you fucking care anymore? Stop. Get back here.
She was right. I wasn't good enough for her. Oh, is this how I did it? I should bash my skull in with this right here, right now. There's no point in going on. I'm going to be sick. There's no booze, no food. If only Serena hadn't missed me back then. Even if there was anything left to eat or drink, I couldn't force it down. There's no point.
Where'd she go, Steven? Hey, Cat. She waved her hand.
Just words. This is not life. All the words in these books couldn't bring her back to me. What have I become? All the knowledge in here was at my reach, and yet I was blinded by ignorance.
Don't worry, it's all covered. You spent much time here.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry, it's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine, give me the kerosene.
You alright, bud?
Oh shit, we forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please. No.
Wow, poor guy. Poor guy. Well, that's all it, everyone. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button. Like for more art and entertainment content, and I sincerely hope every one of you guys have a very good day. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.